Joanna, can you tell us a little bit first of all about Connect Ireland and the relationship with the IRFU?
Connect Ireland is a jobs creation initiative. It was born about 2.5 years ago now with the Global Irish Forum. It's all about trying to encourage Irish people both at home and abroad to listen out for opportunities for Ireland. If they hear of a company that's expanding, let us know, and then we make a pitch for Ireland and encourage that company to set up here in Ireland. Connect Ireland reach out to companies that typically will set up jobs of 30 people or less, and typically regionally, so outside the urban centres. I suppose with immigration being as bad as it is out in rural Ireland, particularly in club rugby, we seem to have a lot of people between the ages of 25 and 35 that have emigrated, and really at the moment they have little opportunity to come back. So the IRFU very kindly endorsed Connect Ireland and are supporting Connect Ireland. And I suppose what we're looking to get out of the relationship is that we know very well that rugby supporters in particular are a very diverse group. Sometimes they're business people, and they are exactly the kind of people who may know someone who would be expanding to Europe and be setting up a company here in Ireland. IRFU are allowing Connect Ireland the opportunity to speak to all of the people that are going to attend the match. We're hoping those supporters will register as connectors and then forget all about us, quite simply. And in 6 months' time or 8 months' time or next week, when they're speaking to somebody and they say, oh, business is good and we're thinking of expanding to Europe, they'll think of us and they'll introduce us, and then we will do the rest. And if that person is successful and if the company sets up, and very, very often they are, then the Irish government will pay that connector a significant reward, up to €1,500 per job created.
Connect Ireland is an initiative by the IRFU to help support the creation of jobs, number one, but also to encourage people to come home from abroad and to gain employment back in Ireland. Obviously, with the economy having gone through a fairly rocky spell over a number of years, a lot of people did emigrate, and I think that this initiative is fantastic in terms of trying to encourage those people who did go abroad, reluctantly I think in many cases, to come back to Ireland and again help to grow the economy into the future.
Back through the generations, Ireland produced many great rugby captains, and many of those have gone on to be captains of industry. And indeed, there'll be many of the captains of industry here when we're playing South Africa. I hope they enjoyed the day, but I'd love to see them connecting with Connect Ireland. I think it's a great initiative. For rugby, if you go back since the recession started, some clubs lost over 2 teams to emigration. And if you consider that, consider the club and the community around the club, that's a very big loss. So hopefully this initiative will see some of those players coming back into the clubs again and re-energising and back into the economy.
Connect Ireland are here on Matchday Ireland against South Africa. What are you hoping that Irish rugby supporters will do?
Well, I'd love Irish supporters to have a look at the website of Connect Ireland and just see what a fine initiative this is, see what they can do. If they can get involved, marvellous. You know, if it's one job, fantastic.